It's finally here. This is the camera that I've been dreaming of for 2 years. It's finally here, the Canon 90D. I'm going to tell you why this camera is the ultimate best, the best for YouTube. Actually, the one here in my hand is the 70D. The one that I'm filming with is my new one, right? My 90D is right there, but they look almost identical. I'm going to talk to you about why this Canon 70D, the 80D that my team is filming with right now, and the 90D are such amazing cameras, and why you've got to go out and get yourself the Canon 90D. We're going to talk about the size, we're going to talk about the flip screen, we're going to talk about the batteries, we're going to talk about the autofocus, we're going to talk about the lenses. We're going to talk about 4K, we're going to talk about 120 frames per second, and I'm going to demonstrate what you can do with those things. Okay, let's first talk about the autofocus. The 70D, this is the first real DSLR camera, meaning a high quality camera that's meant for taking great photography, was used for video that had auto tracking focus. So I could set up a camera on a tripod as I'm using it right now and watch this. It can track my face and change the focus. Look how blurry the background is now. It just stays focused on my face. That's amazing. So this was the first camera that had this technology. This is the 70D. The 80D that came out a couple years later, the autofocus was even better. Like when there's bright spots like this window, sometimes on this camera, it would shift. It would go to the window and then back to my face. The 80D, it didn't have that problem. The 90D, the autofocus, the tracking on it is way better. You can even have it focus on your eyes. You can control some different things that I haven't even figured out yet because I just started using this camera. But it hasn't had any errors that I've noticed yet. It's awesome. Okay, this was a favorite camera for a long time, even the one after this, the 80D from Casey Neistat, because of this flip screen. I mean, selfie mode, when you want to be able to look at the screen, like I can look to the side and see myself right there. So the flip screen is a must. It's a very high quality flip screen. And Canon, man, Canon just creates some great lenses. Right now, I'm filming on a 24mm lens, which means it's kind of wide angle because I'm pretty close to the camera, and yet there's not any weird bendy things going on at the edge of the screen. The lenses are so great. And for a long time, let's see, and as cameras have progressed by Sony, by Nikon and whatnot, they've come out with 4K. They've come out with 120 frames per second, which means you can do slow motion stuff. I was looking at other cameras like, I want 4K, I want faster than 60 frames per second, which the 80D has. And Canon was kind of slow at doing it. When Canon does something, they do it right. They don't take any shortcuts on quality at all, and they're willing to wait and perfect it before they launch it. Well, that's what we have here. The Canon 90D now has 4K, now has 120 frames per second. Now, just a moment ago, I went outside with my son and filmed him at 120 frames per second, which is like 4 times slower than normal, right? And I filmed it as if he were frozen. Check it out. See if you can tell. It looks like he's frozen. Now let's talk about 4K. 4K is awesome, but not for the reason that you might think. It's not because we want to watch things in 4K. I mean, most YouTube videos are watched right here. I'm not gonna watch 4K. I can't tell, it's too small of a screen. For 4K to really be noticeable, you've gotta have a big TV. Most of the time, that's not how people are watching YouTube. So why do I want 4K then? Well, check this out. Okay, when I come back here behind the chair with a wide angle lens, you know, you're seeing a wide shot and I'm a lot smaller. But watch what happens when I snap my fingers. Wow, I just zoomed in. This is on a prime lens, so my lens did not zoom in there. My editors zoomed in on me, and yet I'm still high definition. Because when we uploaded this video to YouTube, we uploaded in 1080p, full HD. We recorded it in 4K, but then you can zoom in on me and you can go to 1/4 the size of 4K and still have it be full HD. Now you can zoom in even more and still have it look really high quality. I used to zoom in and do crop edits all the time when I record in 1080p. But that's the real strength of recording in 4K. You can take a high quality lens with a 1.4 f-stop and really be able to blur the background. And yet now you've got a zoom lens where you can zoom way in just using editing afterwards. I mean, what if you zoomed in right now? What if when I snap my fingers, you look at my nose? Okay, let's go back. That's what 4K can do. That's pretty awesome. All right, let's talk about batteries. I love this battery. It's a small little battery. It lasts a very long time. It's one of the best batteries that has been made for cameras, way better than Sony's by about double the length of time. The Canon 90D uses the same battery. And if you're going to be using your camera in studio a lot where you don't need it to be portable, you can actually go on Amazon and for 20 bucks buy a little adapter. So there's a little plug that looks just like a battery. It goes up in your battery compartment. The cord goes out a little flap that's built into the Canon 90D, and you can just plug that right into your wall. So that's a cool feature. I'll probably get one of those, but I love that the 90D uses the same LE6 or something batteries. All right, there's another question that's come up about how often should I upload videos to YouTube? There's controversy here. Should I upload one video a week? Should I upload daily? I have a very strong opinion on this. In fact, I've tested it and I've proven it and it works. I made another video. I'm going to link to it right there. I recommend you go check out that video now.